tell me this. What do you plan to do when the sun goes supernova? Huh? What are you going to do then for water? You're not going to have me around. Not when the sun goes supernova, you're not. For this Manic Mark water pump update, this could be the most exciting video I've ever made. Over here, howdy, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the water pump deal down here. And I just thought, hey, maybe there's some people out there, one or two, that may actually want to know actually what's going on. Okay, so a whole nother day gone, all right? Not wasted, just spent on the project. So I bid on a motor on eBay, okay? A Wayne half-horse motor, water pump cast iron. They're selling on Harbor Freight for Northern Tool for 230 bucks, okay? And then you got to pay for shipping. That's cool, okay? But he doesn't have the motor, okay? He's got an Ace motor, which he claims it's exactly the same as the Wayne. He carries both of them, and you know what the hell, I'm cool with it. Put the motor on, okay? So the first thing I do is I bring the motor over to the tank. Well, the mounts on the tank and the mounts on the motor are completely different, okay? So I have to fabricate a mount. It took a while, so I did that. And then I had to reroute the plumbing. And but then I'm going to wire the thing, and I realize that there's somebody, when you're learning on the job, this is how it goes. Bought wire for the house, and I bought like a roll of 10-2 instead of 12-2. Way too heavy. Give me, that's all I hear from you. You can never give enough. I've given you everything I've had, and what have you given me? You're just out here looking pretty, and you don't give anything back. I think these pumps are made so that you can just basically wire a plug onto it and plug it into the wall, but mine's always been wired direct, so I decided to do that. Well, anyway, here I am over here, and I just thought this was kind of fun, so I turned the camera around, and here's the new pump. I'm not even naked. Well, that's all the tools you need to do this sort of thing. Like, there's the conduit bender. You need one of those. All these hand tools, right? All those hand tools, those hand tools, and this pile of hand tools over here, and that electric drill, and that torch, and that water, and leftover wire. Did I make any sense? The thing is, I hope I didn't make too much sense. Because if I made sense, I can't finish the job. Why? Because this pump, so the pipe that I have won't fit. So I'm going to have to go tomorrow and buy an adapter. Plus it doesn't line up quite right. Anyway, I cut all my plumbing apart. This was run down over that pipe and was just hanging loose, so I cut that apart. So there's now I got to go read the directions because you need to pressure the tank a certain way, and I just read something about it. Counseling is the only thing that's going to help us. Just you and me, couples counseling. I got to prime it. I know I got to do that. I got to put water in it, make sure there's no air in the system except for the tank. I got to go read the directions. It's time for, that's right. What? Is it 5 o'clock yet? I can't believe how stupid this has been. Now, there's one thing I want to say while I'm talking about all this. And you think that working on this, like usually what you'll get from people is, I promise this time if we go to counseling, I'll pay attention and I'll listen and I'll try harder. Water pump project is usually when you do stuff like this and you complain about it and you have a hard time, people just look at you and say, well, hire a plumber. Well, I'm telling you right now, even though I spent 3 days of my days on this and had all this screwage and couldn't fix the first one, I've spent, with the seals I'm not even going to use, and maybe some copper, and so maybe $140 altogether. And now for another episode of Bungling Home Do-It-Your Plumbing Guys. That's right, that's what I am that's this, but I go back to the thing about, never mind, click the clicky thing, and because I'm just going on and I'm not sure what's important. Here we go, okay. It's good, but got a leak in this little threaded part in here, right here. Which means now, I can guarantee you that if you bring a plumber into the house, the plumber's going to spend, he's not going to repair your motor to begin with. Okay, that's just, if you want to repair your motor, you're going to have to take it somewhere and have it repaired and bring it back. And I guarantee it's for $100 for what I paid for this motor, it's going to cost you that much to get your motor repaired. And if you hire a plumber to come do this, he's not going to repair your motor, your pump. He's going to want to put in a new pump. So basically 5 days of work to do the thing, just so I could water some plants. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth every penny. He's going to charge you a couple, $200-300 for a pump, and then he's going to have to, work with all this crap that I had in here, the wrong wiring and the plumbing and the tank that doesn't fit right. And do you think he's going to do as good a job? Well, if he's thorough, he literally would have been here for an entire day doing this, even with all the appropriate tools and fittings and everything that he would need to do this. And he wouldn't want to screw with the wiring, I'm telling you right now. Are you an edible flower? Nope. Just asking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I could eat you. He wouldn't want to do that. He'd probably just wire it the way it was, which frankly wasn't code. Now it's code. But anyway, and it would have, how much would a job like that, a whole day's worth, I would like bet $800 to $1,000. To replace a water pump and do it right. So I don't feel, I'll feel bad about, all the time and everything. It's just